Hello, everybody. Candlelighting time this evening is 4:04. Today is a fast day called the 10th of Teves. What happened on this day? Well, many years ago, when the enemy came to Israel to capture the land of the city of Jerusalem, they found a huge wall going around the city. They tried to scale the wall, but they were losing too many men. They decided to make a siege around the city. Nobody goes in or out, and no food will come into the city. And eventually, after about 2.5 years of making the siege around the city, the Jewish people started to grow weak from lack of food. And on the 17th of Tammuz, they were able to break through the wall. And that became another fast day, the fast of the 17th of Tammuz, once they got into the city. Once they were in, it was about 3 weeks of street fighting. Actually, it was exactly 3 weeks of street fighting till they got to the Holy Temple and they burnt it down. And that was the 9th of Av, Tisha B'Av, the saddest day of the Jewish year. So we have 3 fast days. We have the fast of the 10th of Tevet, when they made the siege, the 17th of Tammuz, when they broke through the wall, and the Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, when they burnt down the temple. We have another 3 fast days in the Jewish calendar. We have, of course, Yom Kippur, which is the holiest day of the year, but that's not a sad day. It's a serious and important day when we ask God to forgive our sins, and the Torah commands us not to eat or drink anything on that day. And then we have the fast of Esther before Purim, and then there's the fast of Gedaliah, the day after Rosh Hashanah. Gedaliah was a very righteous man who was assassinated, and that ultimately caused the death of thousands of Jews. So we have 6 fast days in the course of the year. And people ask me sometimes, how could you remember what the 6 fast days are, and which ones are more strict and which ones are more lenient in terms of having to fast or being able not to fast. So one of my teachers once gave me a code, how to remember the 6 fast days of the year, and he put them in order of strictness and leniency. The most strict fast days of the year is Yom Kippur and Tisha B'Av. On those fast days, you have to fast, unless it's life-threatening, but basically you really have to fast, even if you're not feeling well. The next 2 fast days are the ones we just talked about, the 10th of Tevet, which came in the wintertime, and the 17th of Tammuz, which came in the summertime. And those fast days are of a little lesser strictness, but still you need to make every effort to fast. And then the most lenient of all is the fast of Esther and the fast of Gedaliah. So the code to remember the 6 fast days is as follows. Tisha B'Av is black, because that represents the ashes of the burning of the Holy Temple. Yom Kippur is white. We wear white. On Yom Kippur, we want to look pure and holy and angelic. The 10th of Tevet was in the wintertime, and the 17th of Tammuz was in the summertime. So that would be hot and cold. Esther and Gedaliah, that's he and she. So the code would be black and white, hot and cold, he and she. And they are in the order of importance as well. So I just want to wish everyone an easy fast until the end of the fast day, which finishes at 4:55. And as we know, as the rabbis in the Torah tell us, that when Mashiach comes, all the fast days will be transformed into days of joy and gladness. Every fast day will become like a holiday where we will celebrate. And we hope that should happen, that should happen very, very soon. Have a wonderful and meaningful Shabbos.